Hello, fellow cavers. Today we have another demo that really stands out to me, named As We Descend, as you can see here. This is another sort of a card collecting game, a single player. And there's a couple of things that stand out in this demo that all together come into making something really special that I think is worth, at the very least, playing the demo if you like to play card games. Or Origins, I suppose. The Origin Guild Origin, and then the Votive Origin, which is what you have in the demo. There's the Guild Origin, the Votive Origin. And then within each one, you have these things. As you play, you can achieve or turn things on and off. The name As We Descend, and you see this graphic, you kind of get an idea that you're trying to get as far down as possible. I'm not going to get too much into the game world, but there's a lot here to be discovered. This is the main view that you're presented with. You have a city's force field that basically equals the hit points of your lantern. And you have this cycle track. At these red points, the city gets attacked by a boss in this case, and some kind of strong enemy at the end of phase 3. And basically, the city force field gives you additional hit points to your city lantern. When that reaches 0, you lose the fight, and the monsters do tend to attack it. So yeah, you want this to be more than 0 ideally, or you're not going to survive the fights. Then additionally, there's all of these areas that you can stop, and if you mouse over them, you can sort of see the sorts of things that you have available. But if you have never interacted with that particular NPC or area or whatever you want to call it, then you'll just see question marks like on this one. Now this one, the caretaker, is where you go to get your units healed. The force field generator is you need to restore the force field, right? So if you retrieve this item, then you can restore 20 force field. Your mentor is where your units get improved. You can level up your units, upgrade them, or give them additional perks if you have the right cards. Innkeeper is basically like encounters. As it says there, tavern encounter, you can get money, you can sometimes lose money, other things like that. Market building, basically, as you can imagine, shopkeeper. Here you can get new units. So if you come over here, you can unlock a new unit. And this guy will help upgrade your units as well. So this is what you use to interact with the world, and then as you go in expeditions, you'll get additional cards. So let's go. We have 99 copper, so let's see if we can find... okay. So here we can accept a bribe for 10 copper or try to get more. Because our charisma is 8, I guess we have a decent chance of getting this, so let's try it out. Yes. Then over here, trigger a special event next cycle or get more money. Okay, let's stay a while. So maybe we get something next cycle. Then you can come over here and start your expedition. Now we have a choice of getting a computation chip or a reactor rod. We can choose either one. Next cycle, this option will probably still be there, but there's going to be additional options that we can go to. I like to always have at least some shielding available, but we're not going to get attacked in the city until phase 3. And so we can, you know, the computation chips might be interesting, something to look at. You can see you can use it at the charm merchant and at the relic researcher. So I kind of want to just check this out and see. Oh, and the helmet under the banner shows you how many squads you can deploy in battle. Initially, you just have one, but you can get more squads, as I said, as you defeat things. So this is the Vanguard, is your initial starting unit. Your Lantern is this sort of golden figure that's over here. And it has its own set of cards. You can usually have some defensive and offensive cards. The way this works is that some Lantern cards, let's see if I can find out, okay, like this one, they have that same symbol over here. This is called Favor. So some Lantern cards have that symbol, and if they have that symbol, that means that they're going to spend one of your favor to use this card, and once you run out of favor, you can no longer use this card. So that's something to keep in mind. Sometimes you can upgrade these cards to get rid of the favor costs, but not always. So most of these don't have any favor cost except for the Empower card. The Empower card, it makes your unit empowered. And if you see over here, there's, for example, the Smite card. It has a little Empower symbol at the bottom. And if your unit is empowered, the empowered section, the empower bonus will also occur when you play the card. Otherwise, it just it just does the 5 damage that it says here. But if your unit is empowered, you do 15 damage, or rather 5 damage and 10 stagger damage. Okay, so let's just see what it looks like. Okay, deploy for battle. Battle is basically broken up into sections. There's 2 sections to worry about. You can see the enemy has the same kind of sections here. This area is called the support zone, and this area is called, I think, the guard zone, or something like that. If you are in the guard zone, then your unit can auto attack. At least this one can. Some ranged units can attack from the support zone or anywhere there. So you kind of want to move up so that your unit will be auto attacking. These particular guys, I happen to know they like to do these love attacks that will hit the support zone. So you actually don't want to be there. You can see that it's highlighting that support zone now because that's where the attack's going to hit. So if I move this guy out of the way, he's not going to get hit. So let's do that. We're going to reposition up here. Okay, and then we can do a smite action. It doesn't matter too much which one you go for. And I should point out this arc, inverted arc over here, that is the stagger damage. So if it says inflicting stagger on enemies at 50% stagger can expose them, and it's guaranteed at 100%. So once they are at 15 stagger, you have a chance to expose them, and once the stagger goes to 30, you're absolutely going to expose them. When you expose them, they basically lose their ability to act, so you do want to do that if you can. Okay, we're gonna attack the lowest health guy just because it should be, in theory, easier to get him down. And then we're going to apply a barrier because we can. And I'm gonna apply a barrier to the lantern just in case there's splash damage. I don't think this does splash damage, but might as well be safe. Yeah, so that's a total miss. There's the auto attack. Okay, so now they're both going to swing, but you can see they're actually attacking the entire area, so this is going to damage to everything. So what we want to do, let's do, we do have a smite that we might use with an empower maybe. But if I'm going to barrier, so this is going to be a 2, and if I do also a barrier on the lantern, which I kind of want to do. So, okay, so let's do heavy slash. Barrier on that. And I'm not going to empower for now. Just because I can't use it and it wears out. Okay, so he's going to shield again. He's going to attack again. So let's put a barrier on them. This time I am going to empower because I can use it, and then we're going to see if we can kill that guy. All right. So 1 down, 1 to go. Oh, and I misspoke earlier when I said that it was going to hit everything. What I meant is that it can hit anything random. So there was a chance it can hit the lantern. There's a chance you can hit your unit. Okay, we're going to... So he's just going to shield this time, and it's not going to attack. So we're just going to try to use all our attack cards. Actually, we're going to expose them. So another really cool mechanic of the exposing enemies is that then these weak spots become available to attack. In bigger monsters, like a boss monster, these are really key sometimes because it'll disable some of their abilities. In this case, it doesn't matter too much because they're just not going to last that long. Okay, so we get a few rewards. Collect all. Okay, and now before the next cycle starts, you get to spend these guys. So computation chip goes over here. Oh, and one other thing I should mention. This you'll learn over time, but like the amplifier module goes to the same person. And sometimes some of the actions that are available from the chip or the amplifier take more than 1 turn to resolve. And while they're resolving, the researcher will not be available for further items. If my memory serves well, the amplifier modules are all take more than 1 turn to resolve. I do not remember about the computation chips, so let's just see. Yeah, so I think these happen immediately, so it's good to play your chip before your amplifiers, I guess what I'm saying. So we're going to upgrade a lantern card. Let's put our lantern over here. I think we can... Oh, it's empowered too, so it doesn't get rid of the cost. I just to add or in place. We can improve how much barrier we get from that guy. We'll get empowered too. Yeah, I still like to, because that's the best card on your lantern deck really right now. All right, so I think now we can just use this guy. Perfect time. You could just hand me the extraction tool. Okay, get him his tool. He's rambling on. Not sure that there was much point to that necessarily. Choose a new lantern card. I don't like that the tooltip is over the text, by the way. That's kind of annoying. New lantern card next cycle. 1 option will be empowered. Choose a new lantern card next cycle. 1 option guarantees barrier. We have a lot of barriers. Let's get an empower card. Okay, and this guy goes over here. Give him the core. Choose a new basic unit. Okay. So we can use a bristling dauntless, which is basically a spear, shield spear guy. Or a bristling piercing. What's the difference? Find weakness. Applies rupture. Applies armor shred. Applies rupture. Fleeting armor. What's fleeting armor? Increased armor. Oh, I see. So this one armors you. This one shreds their armor. Card costs 1, 1, and 0. 1, 1, and 0. Interesting. Okay, or an arbalist. An arbalist is arbalest. Huh, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Deals 6 damage. Can hit twice if empowered. 8 damage. Always able to target weak points. So even if they're not staggered, is that what that means? Exposed? Not sure, maybe. I'm going to choose the range guy just because I want to have a mix. I mean, they're all good, really, but... Okay, and then the next turn actually starts. Okay, so then exclamation marks are events that you can just go to. You can get a new card. Dizzy and Evil, that's interesting. Critical multiplier costs 1, but it also draws a card. Drawing a card is always interesting. But this is really interesting too, because a lot of times you're facing 2 units, and this could be good for giving you a little bit of a breather. I think I'm gonna go with the dust bomb. Oh yeah, you gotta put it here for some reason. Okay. All right. So spend 40 gold or copper to gain. Oh, that's a lot of favor. I think that's totally worth it. Although I suppose. Okay, so we actually wasted a little bit because I didn't realize that the max is 8. But that's fine. So okay, we get to choose our card now. So that's kind of interesting. You get an auto attack from the lantern. Empowered 2 to the lantern, which doesn't matter because right now it doesn't attack. Or 8 barrier. And 4 barrier to all friendlies, if empowered. So I actually kind of like this one. Out of all of these, I just like to attack more than I like to defend, I suppose. Okay, we only have 1 envoy this turn. We're gonna use it. Let's use it at the work pit. Spend 10 to acquire allies. Allies allow you to do more actions, basically, so it can be good to have some. Okay, and let's go on our next expedition. We have some additional choices. We have a ship again. I want to start being able to get reactor rods because I want some shields for that first encounter. We're gonna here because I can deploy 2 units here. It's gonna be a harder encounter, but I kind of want to use both my units. And we face 2 things. Molter scouts. Okay. I'll deploy both of our guys. Okay, so we did not get lucky, and I can't reposition my guys, which means that this guy won't be able to do his auto attack, which is kind of obnoxious. And what are they doing? They are moving, both of them. Okay, so let's definitely use the quick shot on the weaker guy to see if we can dig him out faster. And let's empower the soldier and then smite. Okay, and that is going to do that. We're going to do it again. And that's going to be the turn. So he just did something. He gave us pheromones. Unplayable. When ignored, all Molter enemies gain attack power 1. Okay, interesting. So the only way to deal with those cards that are unplayable is you have to throw them into the recycler. So at any time you can recycle a card. that basically you put it down in your discard and you get to draw another card. You can load the number of times that you have runes. I can do it 3 times. There are ways of increasing that number. Okay, so we're gonna reposition. We're going to shield. And I think I'm gonna dizzy him. Yeah, okay. So he receives additional stagger. Let's see if we can kill that guy. No. So he didn't do that much damage, actually. Okay, let's try that out, see how that goes. We're not going to reposition. Maybe we can recycle this. Yeah, okay, that's pretty good. Let's do that. Okay, all right. I'm happy with that, where that ended. You do want to be careful with the health of your units. When they drop to 0, you can't use them in combat anymore. Okay, 6 plus 8 plus, and then the auto attack should finish it off. All right. Well, that's good. The dream fruit can be used for healing, so that's super good that we got that. Okay, and then we can go here. Restore 99 health. And this is there's not that many ways of healing units. This is one of them. Okay, and then we can use the reactor core. And by the way, once you heal or once you use the reactor core on one of these, you can see that it's changed shape. And I have not been able to use reactor cores on these again. But then again, the demo ends before it becomes an issue. But I'm wondering what happens once they're all repaired and you start losing force fields. Maybe they get damaged again, or I'm not sure what happens. In any case, I'm going to go until we get to this phase 3, and then I'm going to stop the video there. But I just wanted to get you guys an idea of how the game plays, because I find it really, really cool. I really like this mix of like city play, which reminds me a little bit of Frostpunk, I suppose, just in a superficial way. And the card play, which is pretty cool. These can be kind of tricky. You don't always want to move your units, but it's interesting. I like having the ability to do it. Let's combine with something else, because your basic movement cards, even if they cost 0, they do take up a card slot. And if there was a way of getting rid of them and putting in place other cards, that might be a useful thing. Okay, let's get some money. By the way, also one other thing I wanted to point out, which has not been that has not come into play that much, is that these units do have stats. I think it's strength, charisma, and I forget what the I is. Insight, maybe, I'm not sure. But then there are different ones that have different stats, like the envoy has choose instead of ones. And I've seen other ones where everything will be a 1 except for your strength, which is a 5 or something like that. You can get cards like that as you go through events. Bandages is one of the other ways that you can heal units, so they can be really good. I guess I can go here again and spend money. Can I do it again? No, I don't want to do it again. That would be a waste of money because I'm at 7 and this gives me 2. Oh, yeah, okay. Although maybe it's worth it, I don't know. Okay, so I don't remember what happens if you go here. If you go here, you can spend your favor to get a new park, which is really powerful. Or I don't know what this is. Okay, so you can spend favor to get bonuses. Lingering Faith is you draw a card every 3rd turn, so additional card draw. And it starts at turn 0. Or 2 cards at the beginning of the battle. So getting a lot more cards is useful for flexibility, I suppose. But you know, we can't probably spend every single card. Let's just get the lingering Faith, which helps you throughout the entire match, rather than the one-off help of 2 additional cards at the beginning, because I can't spend enough to probably spend all of the extra cards with my current deck. Okay, and here comes a mini boss, and he looks gross. A great thrasher. Swords for claws, stone for hide. Lovely. 97 hit points. 72 stagger. Ugh. Good thing you only have to get him to 35? 36? Yuck. Move intent. Attack intent. Guard break. Intending to attack random guard zone unit. Guard zone, okay. Can miss if there's no valid attackers. Okay, so if I don't move into the guard zone, then he's not going to attack. Okay, but I'm not going to because I can't even because I don't have a card that lets me do it anyways. So that's fine. And I still get pheromones, huh? Except they go into my draw pile. Okay. I will attack a random unit, but can't attack the lantern. Okay. Oh, and it will attack a defending unit if it can. Of course, this time around, I don't have a shield, so I can't defend. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw that in here and see if I can get a shield, and I did. So we're gonna shield that guy. And he's gonna do, what, 7 damage? Yuck. Yeah, we really want to kill him as fast as possible, but he's already at 45 stagger, which is good. He's gonna start feeling that soon. This decreases attack power. That helps. So if I move him, I don't get the auto attack, but he misses his attack entirely, so I think that's probably worth it. We're not going to use heavy slash though, because I should have done the heavy slash first. Oops. Nice. Okay, so when destroyed, prevents spawning of more pheromones. That seems really good. That's just a critical hit. Prevent cleaving intent. Stickletail, cleaving. Okay. That must mean when he hits all of the units. So everything in this zone, I guess. Do I want to use my recycler to see if I can get one more attack? And actually, you know what? Now I can reposition him. So now, because now that he's down, I think I do want to see if I can get... Yeah, no, I didn't. Nope. Okay, fine. can't do anything about this now. Man, I really got unlucky with the cards because I'm not going to be able to take advantage of his down state, which makes me sad. Okay, so moving back. So in this case, see, that seems rather useful, right? I'm not going to use the bandages just because he's not that wounded yet. So I think that's our turn. Okay, let's see. Let's do kindle a lamp. I think I'm going to empower again. Wait, should I empower? Yeah, I should empower the archers. That's the cleaving attack. Okay, we're gonna reposition, do a heavy slash, and then just shield up. And hope he hits them and not him. Oh my gosh. Okay, that was unfortunate. I guess I didn't do the math on that shot. Okay, so they are dead until I revive them, basically. I think I can use the dream fruit to do that. I don't quite remember. So, okay, so here's what I was talking about, the companions that have different stats. Investigators have high investigation, I guess. This guy has high charisma. I don't know necessarily which one's better, so probably neither one of them's better. It just depends. They're probably good for one thing and not the other. Basic training, got a new card. Auto attack becomes a multi attack. That means flurry. Multi attacks gain extra hits. Well, I like extra hits. This one's cost 2, which is expensive. Oh, and this dazes my unit. This unit skips its auto. So, okay, that's weird. So he's gonna skip his auto attack, but his next auto attack becomes better. Maybe I don't know. It costs 2. It seems really costly for what you're getting. Maybe. I like this guard. It was useful when it was charged. Let's see if I can revive my unit. Yeah. No, I can't. But I still need to heal that guy. And last thing I'm going to do today is we're going to get a new unit. So you can see just some of the other stuff that's available. Bell Maiden. She can reposition. She has a blinding beam. Got applies feeble and galvanic surge. All your favorite cards cost less favor this turn. So this could be useful if you had lots of favor units, but we don't really. Or if your lantern was really upgraded. This seems like a late game unit, like a support unit. I don't know. Doesn't seem totally useful on her own. Living conduit. First First favor card costs one less. Okay, well that's interesting too, though. So yeah, again, if I had lots of favor units, that would be really cool. But I just don't. A heavy weapon, auto attack deals +2 bonus damage. Unit applies dazed 1 if it moves. Oh, I see, gains dazed. So if you don't want to be moving this guy, is I guess what I'm saying. Attacks a random enemy in each position. Remove dazed from Bombardier. Gain 6 barrier +6 bonus if dazed is removed. Okay, so you can move them and then play this. So if you draw this card, you can move them without penalty, basically. Explosive ammo gives you splash damage, and then you can fire signal shot and get a movement card, which you can use on anyone. Okay, and the last one was the Knight. Armored advanced, move a unit to the guard zone and apply fleeting armor. Okay, that seems good. That's better than a standard move, so I like it. But he's got 2 of them, which is kind of... And then he's got this Clover attack, which costs 2. But if it's empowered, it costs 1. 6 damage, inflicts 8 bonus stagger, so good for staggering. Next attack applies burning equal to the damage dealt, so you can do basically twice the damage, no matter how much damage it is. Which is actually pretty powerful. Like, if you can get an attack card to do more damage, then this guy will basically double it. Armor also increases the attack power of the unit by the same amount. So when you move them, so if you move them a couple of times, I guess, you get more armor, and then you'll do more damage, which you can then double with Blazing Saddle, or Blazing Blade. Let's say Blazing Saddle, that's not right. Anywho, this unit seems interesting. I don't think you can pull off the perfect combo, but it seems really interesting. The Bombardier, cool. We have a ranged unit already. I'm not sure if I want to. Especially with our other melee unit being down. So I think I'm going to go for the Knight this time around. And there you have it. This is basically what the game is like. Once you clear up to 6 and you kill this behemoth, you will have another 7-cycle run in the demo, but it will end, I think, after you defeat the attacker at phase 3. So right now with the demo you can only complete what, 9 phases total. This game seems really cool if there is enough content. Otherwise, if there's not that much content, that much more content than there is on the demo, again, it'll depend on how it's priced. But as is, I am not sure that I would pay more than $20 for this. If there was a lot more content, then sure, yeah, that would be interesting, right? Like for example, in Slay the Spire, you had 3 different character classes, and they each had their own unique decks and whatnot. There were very specific ways of upgrading your characters. You know, that you could play them very differently in very specific ways. I don't know that this game has that. So those would be reasons to be cautious, I suppose, about purchasing the final game. But as far as like playing the demo and putting it on your wish list if you like it, yeah, absolutely. I definitely recommend this demo. I think it stands out over an ocean of other demos. It's really well done, really well put together. Absolutely worth a look. If you were still watching, thanks a lot for watching, and I will catch you guys on the next one.